Hi guys! So today I want to tell you about my new weight loss plan. So as you may have known before, I have done Slimming World previously and I did lose 3 stone. But the fact of having to go to group every week, and I was going to the Ashford group, working in Herne Bay, and then going home afterwards, and it was just a long trip. We then started to go to group in Sittingbourne, but again it was rushing to get to group after work, and Paul and me do different shifts and we would want to go to the same group. So during the COVID-19 virus, there's the opportunity to do online groups, which has really worked well for us. So Paul and I joined Jill's group. So Jill is a really good friend and next door neighbour but one of my mum, and mum goes to the same Slimming World group. So we decided, we know Slimming World works, we've done it before, but we just didn't stick to it through convenience. So we decided we're going to go back to it because we know it works, we know it fits in with life, and that it's easy to sort of make those right choices once you're used to it and get back into the swing of it. So we decided to rejoin online. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about Slimming World and what I've done this week. First of all, I'm going to say that this week, so this is the first week of Slimming World, I lost £5. Now, I'm not someone that loses weight easily. I'm somebody that usually gets 1 or 2 pounds a week, and it's sort of slow and steady. So to get a £5 loss was really good. So I'm aiming for my half a stone award for this week. So the group that I'm in is an online group and it's the Saturday morning group. So on a Saturday morning, that's when I've sent my weight over on the Friday morning. So I actually weigh on a Friday morning and I have my online group on a Saturday morning. So yeah, I was super pleased with £5, and I'm hoping that I can get my half a stone award and just sort of keep the numbers going. So this week, something new that we've tried was the Slimming World lunch boxes, which are new. So I'm going to insert the ones on the screen around here somewhere. There's 6 different flavours. There was one flavour that we didn't get to try last week, which was called Naked Beef Burrito, which we've got to try this week. Now, my least favourite one was the mushroom risotto one, but I am someone that likes mushrooms just sort of cooked and sliced, and that's it. I don't like mushroom soup, and it was quite similar to mushroom soup, so that one wasn't for me and I won't be buying that one again. But all the other ones were really nice. Now, we were trying to be, or I was trying to be, a little bit more adventurous when it comes to my food, because ordinarily I'll eat the same thing, same boring or same habit food. So I thought I'd try these boxes. Now, only one of them, which was the spaghetti bolognese type one, would I have actually tried if I, in my head, had a choice. So if I was to go into the supermarket and I wasn't trying to be adventurous, I would probably just pick up that one or 5 of those. But I tried all the different ones, and other than the mushroom risotto ones, I really enjoyed every single one. So this week we've got those all again, plus the beef burrito one, which we haven't tried. Just skipped the mushroom risotto one, which was the one that I didn't like. With regards to evening meals, we decided that we would also have Slimming World frozen meals. Now the reason that we've done that is because we ran out of time to go and do all the meal prep and do a bulk cook. Paul and I, as I've said, work different shifts. So Paul likes to have his evening meal sort of 4 o'clock, 3-4 o'clock. I prefer to have mine sort of 6-7 o'clock. So there's a big difference in when we like to eat food. So it's handy for us to have things that he can have his and I can have mine when it suits us. So we decided to go for them. They're packed with the speed food, just the same as the lunch boxes, and it's all done and ready for you. Now, they also have the recipes on them so that if you want to make them again yourself from scratch, you can. So just a couple of things that I remember having last week was the chicken tikka masala. We had the... Oh, I'm trying to think what else we had. We had a pasta dish, which I can't remember what it was called. We had the Slimming World carbonara. Again, the only thing I find with Slimming World meals is they do tend to be a bit watery. So what I would say to you is to stir them up, and then, like it said, when it says leave to stand, I would take it out of its packet or take the lid off the packet and stir it and then leave it to stand, because sometimes that soaks it up a little bit more. And also what we're going to try this week is having speed food with it, just to inject more of the speed food. For my sins, what I've been having is the Micados. So I am a sin person. I need chocolate. I'm the sort of person that if I don't have it, it'll only be a matter of time before I just have a binge. So it's really good that every night I can have my sins and I can look forward to it. So I plan it in so that I don't have sins during the day, so that in the evenings I can come and I can look forward to having that after I've had my tea and just sort of chilling in the evening. I really enjoy that. So I'll put some pictures up again on the screen for some of the different Slimming World meals on there, and I'll also put the Micados up. So this week I've got the milk chocolate Micados and also the dime ones. So I'm going to show you what you get when you join Slimming World. So you get a pack like this. So on the front it says be amazing with Slimming World. It's really handy. Everything's all together. It's like a shiny plastic cover, as you can see there. So this book, this is the main book. So this is your food optimizing book. So this is supposed to be your Slimming World Bible. So it's got everything in there that you need to know. You put your weights in the back of here. You put your losses in here, how you're feeling. I will be putting, when I do my losses, I will be putting the stickers on. I really like the stickers and the certificates. I find it really motivational, and the way that we have everything is £0.50 at a time. I find it's like little goals that you're stretching for the next half a stone, which is £7, and that's a lot easier than sitting there saying I want to lose 3, 5, 7, 10, however many stones you want to lose. So when you open up the Slimming World book, you get an introduction from Margaret Miles Bramwell. She is the lady that created Slimming World. So that's her. I don't know if you can see it. That's her there. So this is an introduction on why she created the plan. It tells you what food optimizing is. So the key to food optimizing is really eating plenty of fruit and veg and bulking up your foods with healthy fruit and veg rather than overloading on carbs and things like that. Now, it's not one of those diets that you don't eat carbs. You do, but it's in a controlled, healthy way. So, for example, it's going to be easy to say. So if I take it to this, so there's 3 steps to Slimming World, just to make it easy. Let me see if you can see that. So the first is free food. So free food are things like baked beans, potatoes, pasta, rice. They're all free foods. Eggs is a free food. So those things that you can use to fill up on. So if you're hungry, you can use those with your meals to fill up. Healthy extras. So healthy extras are things that you can have, but you have limited amounts of. So, for example, your healthy extra A is for calcium and things like that. So that's cheese and that's milk. Your healthy extra B is for fibre. So that's bread and that's cereal. For my healthy extra B, I have 35 grams of no added sugar granola from Asda, and that's what I have for my breakfast with some of my healthy extra A. So I have, in a day, I'll have 250 mils of semi-skim milk. So it's usually around 50 mils on my granola, and then I will, oh sorry, that's the dog. And then I will drink the rest of the milk. It's really important that you follow the rules when it comes to your healthy extras. If you're going to choose it as a healthy extra, you need to have the amount that's stated. If not, you need to sin it and choose something else, because it's key that you need to get those nutrients. Then you have your sins. So your sins are things that are, let's call them naughty. So mayonnaise, sauces, chocolates, biscuits. If you want an extra roll, for example, so if you want to have 2 rolls, then you can have one of them, one wholemeal roll for your healthy extra B and an extra one, and you can sin that. But the crux really of the Slimming World plan is what they call the speed food. So this is your strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, your citrus fruits, it's celery, it's salad, tomatoes, cucumber, all the things that are, basically it's harder for your body to digest, it seems. And so because it puts the effort into digesting them, you're burning the calories you are eating them while you're digesting them. So it really, really helps. And obviously all those great vitamins and minerals are fabulous too. So it gives you a guide in here all about all the different meats. Then you move on to fish. So you've got white fish, shellfish, oily fish, fish products like caviar, cod roe, things like that. Then it says free food dairy products, eggs, rice, pasta, grains, free food vegetables. So if they've got an S next to them, then they're a speed food. So these are the things that you want to go, right, I need to get as much of this in as possible. And it's the same with the fruit. So when I have my granola in the morning, I add raspberries or blueberries or strawberries or whatever onto it. So I'm adding speed in. At lunchtime, the bowls are great because they have speed food chucked in the bowls, in the ingredients, but I can also add some salad or some veg, or like I said, maybe a couple of satsumas or something, just to add extra speed. So basically a third of your plate should really be speed food. So whatever you're eating, whatever meal, a third of that should be speed. That's an easy way to remember it. Then it goes on to free foods. That's things like beans, peas, lentils, and then your store cupboard staples. So things that you'll need to make all of your Slimming World meals are all in there. Talks to you about coffee. So freshly ground, instant, Americano or espresso, enjoys as it comes, is totally free. Watch out for coffee shop sins in cream, milk and syrups. Your sin value or your sin allocation is allocated based upon your weight and how much calories and everything your body takes to work and what you need to consume. And guys, you get more sins than girls. So I currently get 20 sins to use a day, and that will be adjusted, and it's all in my handy little app, which is great. So yeah, there we are. So that's us back on Slimming World, which is quite exciting really, because you feel like you're doing something and the power is in your hands, which is really, really good. So that's what's really exciting for me, to feel like, well, I got so far last time, and it's exciting to think that I can try and beat that this time and actually get to target. So watch this space with that. So the next thing that you get in your Slimming World book, now I'll show you this briefly. This is what's called a food diary. So when you've never done Slimming World before, it's especially helpful for you to fill out these diaries, because it shows you and it makes your brain learn what each food is. So you've got speed food, other free food, healthy extras and sins, and it even reminds you where it works, fill at least a third of your plate with super speed foods. So that's a little reminder. So this book is a book that I hadn't had before. This paper is in there because that's the place I've got to, but it's how to have an amazing first 6 weeks. So I'm glad I've looked at this now, because I can actually now fill in week 1, but it just allows you to put down your thoughts, plan for the week what it is that you're going to eat, and just try and sort of give yourself a little boost. Then it says the 5 things that made this week great for me, the top tips from group to take to the week ahead, and my lifelines. So those are things that you sort of put in place to make sure that you're on plan. You also put your weight loss aim for the coming week in there, and then right at the end, once you've gone past your week 6, it then wants you to do a reflection. So did you lose as much weight as you wanted to? What did you enjoy? What do you want to do differently? And then the inspiration for the new you. So one thing I did want to say is that with Slimming World, they're not going to tell you what your goal weight is. That's for you. So they're not going to say, for example, oh, you need to lose 10 stone. You might go to Slimming World and lose a stone and be a Target member for the rest of your life. That's up to you. And it's also important to know that Slimming World will not let you go too low. Then you have a little guide to group. What's the good parts about group, why group is so important. So many people will go to group, weigh and then go. But it's really important, I find, to stay, talk to the other members. If you've lost weight, it's great because you're in a room full of people that really understand how it feels, and you know how great that is when you lose weight. And if you don't lose and you maintain, or you gain it, you're in the room with the right people that know about it. They've got the same struggles as you, and it really helps, I find. And yeah, the last book is about body magic, so that's what Slimming World calls exercise. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. I'm going to be doing these videos every week to tell you how I get on, my favourite products of the week, what's made Slimming World easy for me, or if I have challenges, what I've used to overcome those. So thanks very much for watching. If you're on a weight loss journey or you're doing something, please let me know. If you've done Slimming World or you are doing Slimming World, please let me know. And if you've got a favourite Slimming World recipe or treat, let me know in the box below. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.